been a while since I've had a God dream. So I mean, just because I say I had one a week ago doesn't mean these things happen to me all the time. I said in the previous video, I get them maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and that's a really good year. That's a jam-packed year for me to have a God dream. But this one happened a few years back. I'd probably say about 5 years back. I felt like I was going through a dry spell, and I wasn't hearing God. It just seemed like, it wasn't that I couldn't hear from God, I just didn't know why God wasn't talking. And it was just kind of weird, and I told my wife about it. I said, you know, God hasn't talked to me. I don't remember how long it had been, but it was noticeable that it had been a while. And so I told that to my wife, kind of like a little complaint, wondering what's going on, and I decided I'm going to go to bed. Told her goodnight, went into the room, and laid down. Hadn't been there 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. I wasn't asleep yet, but I would go so far as to say I wasn't really awake. This is where I would call what like David Wilkerson would call like night visions, or Daniel. Night visions, guys. Not awake, not asleep. I was very cognizant. I knew I was in the room. I knew I was laying on my bed. Do you understand? I knew where I was. I knew my wife was still out here. I know I wasn't asleep when I was trying to sleep. So I'm laying there on my bed, and all of us, literally, I know everybody says all of a sudden, no, I'm telling you, all of a sudden, 2 angels came through my ceiling, grabbed me, one on either arm, yanked me through my ceiling, from my bed. They just came in, and I went through my ceiling. I'm like, oh my God, because I knew where I was going. I knew where they were taking me. Don't ask me how. I just knew I'm going to go see God. I'm going to see God. I'm going to see God. I was freaking out. And I had a thought in the back of my mind. When this is over, I got to go out and tell my wife God's talked to me. I just saw God kind of thing. So I was still very aware where I was. Yanked from my bed through the ceiling, and I'm being hurled by these guys. They're pulling, pushing me. I don't know. We're just going. Shh. And I felt the wind going past me and all the sensations, and I heard the noise and like that, and we're going, and all of a sudden we go down. I mean, we went down, and we're skimming across the face of the earth. We're just going, I don't know, thousands of miles an hour as best as I could tell. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to see God, I get to see God. And that's all I could think throughout the entire time. Go back up and going to skimming through space again, and come back down and skimming over the earth, and I'm going to see God, I'm going to see God. And then a second time we go back up, I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on here? Why can't we just go straight kind of thing? Are these guys trying to show me something? Why are we skimming over the earth? Because we're skimming over the earth. And I was like, and we're back up again. This is after just doing it 2 times. I thought, if we do this again, just as I kind of thought that, if we do this again, I want to see, are they showing me something? Is there something I need to be paying attention to? And we yanked down and skimming over the earth again, going just thousands of miles an hour, and I'm looking as best as I can this time. And I'm seeing people, I'm seeing trees, I'm seeing animals, I'm seeing all this stuff, and we go back up, and this is when we go back up, that 3rd time. It just faded. The whole thing faded. They're gone, and all of a sudden, the sensations are leaving me, that my body quits tingling, and I start hearing the fan in the room, and all the emotions subside, and I'm just there. And I'm like, what in the world just happened? And this is something you guys can get too. There's a message here for you to get as well, because this is where we're headed. As I repeated it back to myself, I understood the meaning. And it is this. Very soon, we are all, if you're still here, and I'm not kidding on that one either, on our way to see God. The kingdom is going to come soon, and we are on our way. And all that's going to be on the minds of many, we're about to see God. We're going to see God. We get to see God. And it's an understandable sensation and knowledge that you're about to meet your Maker. But as I tried to grasp from the angels what they were doing, it took them 3 times. That's biblical right there. I could have lost sight of my surroundings if I didn't get the thought that I needed to pay attention to my surroundings. What they were trying to show me, what I was there to do, why was I still here? Well, on the way to see God, guys, don't lose sight of what you're supposed to do. Don't lose sight of your surroundings. You have a job to do prior to meeting your Maker, prior to meeting God. That is the message to that, what I would call, yes, a dream, but I would call it a vision at the same. It was both a night vision. And it was very profound and life-changing for me, and I want it to mean the same to you. When you realize there's not much time left and you're going to see your God, don't lose sight of what you're supposed to do. Keep your mind here and do your job. Look for more dreams to come. Take care and God bless.